good evening, viewer. You're most welcome to the NILEcast, only on West Nile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name's Okang Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories, let's first have a look at the news making headlines today.
In the headlines tonight, our Assistant Resident City Commissioners urged to practice professionalism and teamwork. Pakwach District confirms outbreak of viral red eye. And phase organization to drill shallow wells in the 9 sub-counties in Maracha District. This and more in the NILEcast News Bulletin.
It's the 23rd of April 2024. You're most welcome to the NILEcast, only on West Nile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. The newly appointed Arua City Assistant Resident City Commissioner Pauline Ongom for Aivu Division and Job Richard Matwa for Arua Central Division have been received by the Arua City Resident City Commissioner Charles Ichogor and his deputies at the Resident City Commissioner's office in Arua City. Take a look.
The newly appointed Arua City Assistant Resident City Commissioners Pauline Ongom for Aivu Division and Job Richard Matwa for Arua Central Division have been received by the Arua City Resident City Commissioner and his deputies and given strategic guidance at the Arua City Resident City Commissioner's office in Arua City. During the press release on the arrival of the Assistant Resident City Commissioners, Pauline Ongom, the newly appointed assistant, executing while using a consultative approach.
I pledge my commitment towards executing my mandate in the following areas. That is patriotism, mobilization, and fighting corruption. And my method of work purely is going to be consultative in nature. We will consult among ourselves and forge a way forward.
His counterpart, Job Richard Matwa, the newly appointed Assistant Resident City Commissioner, stated that he hasn't come to fight anybody, but only to support Uganda through mobilizing every Ugandan, including opposition members, to embrace government programs.
To those who are deeply worried that I have come here to mobilize for NRM, no, I am going to mobilize everybody, including opposition. I repeated it. I am going to mobilize everybody, including opposition, to embrace government programs for the good of the people. That government program is not only for the people who put on yellow. In fact, I want to underline this. When it comes to mobilization, I will not want any political color. It is about Uganda. It is about services for the people. That service does not have yellow color, green color, blue color, whatever you can talk about. It is colorless. Uganda is colorless. One Uganda, and for the good of the people of Uganda. So the mobilization is not going to be about NRM. I'm sorry, I will disappoint some NRM people. You will find me working with everybody, including opposition, for the good of Uganda. And indeed, the impact will be felt. I promise you, I am a man of impact. So I am here to work with everybody to create the impact.
Job Richard Matwa also dismissed the allegation that his deployment was to silence him from the fight against corruption in Kampala, stating that his appointment has given him baptism to fight against corruption in any part of the country, beginning from Arua City.
One of my assignments is to fight corruption. In fact, I have gotten baptism to now formally fight corruption anywhere in Uganda, beginning from Arua City. And to the corrupt people, please, you reform, change. I will not fight you and don't fight me. And when I get evidence that you have done a wrong thing, I will deal with you like a lion deals with a prey. It will be very dangerous for you.
Ezamaha Muzamil, the Deputy Resident City Commissioner, Arua Central Division, has urged the incoming Assistant Resident City Commissioners to mobilize the public against participation in criminal activities and mob justice.
The issue of criminality, which with the wisdom of our leader, the RCC, we have started addressing it. The number is going down, and we are asking for the new team who have come
to go and do more mobilization and sensitizing the public that when they get thugs or the thieves out there, they should not reach them. We must give room for people to reform. That's why there is prison. That's why there is police. It will be very hard to mobilize people to benefit from government programs when there is a lot of thuggery. So we urge the new team to come and only not add numbers, but to add value. You know, you can be 10, 20 in your office, but if there is no value, then that number will not help. What we require out of them is to come and add value into what we have been doing.
His Worship Wadri Sam Nyakwa, the Mayor of Arua City, has pledged to work together with the new Assistant Resident City Commissioners to fight against corruption.
My heart is gladdened to receive these two new cadres. I call them new because this is their first time to hold public office of this big nature at this level. As the mayor's office, I am ready to join hands with them and give all the support, even in the fight against corruption. They have come with new energy, and I like it. So my appeal is one: we join hands so that we can achieve all this that I've mentioned. Fight against corruption, mobilizing for the president, mobilizing the Wananchi to come out of poverty, mobilizing the Wananchi to support all government programs. It needs a concerted effort.
The Arua City Resident City Commissioner Charles Ichogor congratulated His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for adding value to the office of the presidency in Arua City. Charles Ichogor called upon the resident city commissioners to work together in order to ensure professionalism in the implementation of government activities in the city.
I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for his wisdom, for the strategic guidance he has given this country on the appointment and adding value to the office of the president, to the office of the resident city commissioner, Arua City. I would like to call upon my team to practice professionalism, to take professionalism as a key element in the implementation of the activities that are on the ground. Two, we are going to work as a team. Teamwork is very key, unity is very key in achieving our goals. I'm very sure you are going to deliver Arua City into greater heights.
The Minister in charge of Presidency, Honorable Babiri Emili Babalanda, announced the appointment of over 50 new civil servants to work in the office of the Resident City Commissioner and District Commissioners as Assistant RDCs and RCCs in the newly created position, different from that of the Deputy Resident District Commissioner and Resident City Commissioners. The new appointees will, in May 2024, undergo a 2-week induction course at Nyali Trankwanzi, as the minister will issue guidelines to sensitize them as they prepare to take their roles and their duties. Okumaringa Christine for West Nile Television, Nilecast.
And more in our stories, school authorities of Okangali Primary School, Okangali Parish, Siforo Sub-County, Ajumani District are appealing for immediate government response and intervention as a school structure is dilapidating. Onzima Alan reports.
School authorities of Okangali Primary School, Okangali Parish in Siforo Sub-County, Ajumani District is appealing for immediate government intervention as school structure is dilapidating. Mr. Anguyo Majid Asraf, the head teacher of Okangali Primary School, highlighted the challenges facing the school, saying currently the school do not have enough facilities to accommodate the teachers.
When you look around, you find that there is no accommodation facility for the teachers. Currently we are 10 teachers. Out of these 10 teachers, we have only 1 unit of accommodation, where 4 teachers are currently with their children, with their family. They are occupying that 1 unit you have seen at the teachers' quarter. Number 3, teachers are sharing the latrine with the children. You can see even from the quarter, we don't have teachers' latrine where they share actually the latrine together with the learners, and it is not having the privacy for the teachers.
Madam Mandeku Sara Dipio, a teacher at Okang Primary School, said the school do not have enough classrooms for the learners, of which they have a leaking roof, which makes learners uncomfortable during rain seasons.
One of the challenges we have in lower class, especially primary one, is the sitting facility. Truly, we have a lot of challenge. The sitting facility is not there completely. Children are sitting on the floor, and it is really difficult for us to reach each child to check how their handwriting is, because they are putting their handwriting materials on their ties, and also even checking this child's capability, whether the child is performing well or not. It has also been a challenge. Then when you go to this middle class, where the classroom look, the mabati is really leaking seriously. Especially when you're in the class and it started raining, you will find now conducting a lesson becomes a problem, because these children have to get a space where there is no water that is dropping on their books.
Guma Joseph Unyeto, a parent, said they have tried to improve on the teachers' accommodations and facilities, but it's not possible due to shortage of resources, and therefore appeals for more support from other stakeholders. Okang Primary School is government-aided school which started in early 1950s, which currently holds a population of over 500 learners. Oraku Benson Pastore, Onzima Alan, West Nile Television, Nilecast.
And more in our stories. Health officials with Pakwach district have confirmed that 97 individuals are seeking medical assistance daily because of the outbreak of the highly contagious red eye disease in the district. Alfred Jawok reports.
Health officials in Pakwach district have confirmed the outbreak of highly infectious eye disease in the district. The authorities say close to 97 individuals are seeking medical assistance daily, presenting symptoms of the disease. Pakwach district health officer Dr. Paul Ajal confirmed an outbreak of viral conjunctivitis, commonly known as red eye disease. He says since the beginning of this month, the district has continued to register causes of red eye diseases across various communities, including several schools. According to Ajal, the district health office has imposed restrictions on close contacts with the infected persons.
To avoid contact with anyone who you suspect to have red eyes, you see the eyes are not okay, you avoid contact. And we also request anyone who has a problem with the eye, itching, redness of the eyes, pain in the eyes, to avoid coming into contact with other people and then seek medical care. We also advise that we go back to this old ways of not shaking hands, because it is through shaking hands that many of the people come into contact with this. You shake hands with someone who already had. Remember, someone who has this infection of the eye keeps touching the eyes, because has to clean the eyes, has to mop the eyes. So the hand of such a person is highly contaminated with the virus which causes this eye disease.
Dr. Jal warns the public against self-medication and traditional remedies. Instead, calls for prompt medical attention, adherence to personal hygiene practices.
Treatment for this eye condition, eye infection, conjunctivitis, or red eye. Now, red eye is self-limiting. When I say self-limiting, it literally means that even without any treatment, it will heal. The body will contain it and it heals. And usually it takes between 2 days to 5 days. The majority of the people, between 2 days to 5 days, they'll have got better, even without treatment.
Meanwhile, in an interview with some of the patients who are admitted at Pakwachal Center 4, they said that the outbreak of this viral conjunctivitis has affected their sights negatively. They added that despite getting medications, no improvement.
Nishako ne wanyamu dano dope ni tako keluturu dope ni tako boga dope tanwa ngene wanga batata di
to mania no wan achako no ange achako yela ngayela mai no ango chalo kuwe ki wen en yo nge ka igine ga me eketi kumwe wengi no ango wen manyo peka so wanga sama sa do nga sama vutu by sawa a bear mi de wora kama tako no hawa ngata pong ka chumo me wanga dengo bata me dong yab wanga de be tek ko be tek ira bitu.
However, Robert Umitostin, Pakwach District Chairperson, says last week nearly 40 pupils from Pajubi Primary School in Pakwach Town Council tested positive for viral conjunctivitis. He expresses concern over underreporting of the suspects within the community. Omito urged communities to report any related cases of conjunctivitis to health experts for actions.
Red eye, it was very scary in the beginning, but now the management, the transfer is also reducing. The spread from one person to another is reducing because of the approaches that we are undertaking very fast to spread the message, the gospel. Now people should protect themselves to prevent contracting the disease. And at this particular juncture, we are also on the curative part of it, guiding people on what they need to take, what they don't need to take, what they need to do, and what they don't need to do.
Signs and symptoms of red eye include eyelid discharge, teary eyes, sense of grittiness, light sensitivity, and visual discomfort. To date, over 7,600 cases of red eye disease have been confirmed in the country. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories, Pragmatic help achieving social empowerment. On Monday, the 22nd of April 2024, held an inception meeting with Maracha district politicians, technocrats, clergy to discuss the distribution of a water project that will benefit 9 sub-counties in Maracha East constituency. Osuta Yusuf reports.
Pragmatic help achieving social empowerment in South-East Phase, an NGO registered in Somalia in 2014 with funding from IDRF in Canada, has on Monday 22nd of April 2024 held an inception meeting with Maracha district politicians, technocrats and clergy to discuss the distribution of a water project that will benefit 9 sub-counties in Maracha East constituency. The pre-planning meeting, which was attended by the concerned stakeholders in the district, resolved to drill the shallow wells in the 9 sub-counties based on needs assessment. The country director and also the program and technical manager for phase organization, Mr. Aduma Yero Justos, says areas that will benefit from this water project will be done on needs assessment. He assured the people that this charity program meant to benefit the community will not have compensation for the land that will be volunteered by any of the beneficiaries for the implementation.
So when the needs assessment was done, based on some of these areas and their weather conditions, our region or our county was meant to get fewer shallow water wells. Actually, in real sense, we are supposed to get 5, but I did not accept it. I did not accept that. So I tried to engage with my ED so that at least 9 of my sub-counties can get at least 1 shallow water wells.
Honorable Asibazio Grace, the female councillor representing the people of Alikwa and Yivu sub-county in Maracha District Council, appealed to the people not to politicize the water project.
Please and please, I know our director has a plan ahead of us, though he has not disclosed it to everyone here. Please, we must not politicize this project. That's actually my cry to this room. Why am I saying it? The relief project actually brought a lot of problems.
Engineer Oneti William, the Maracha District Water Officer, upon welcoming the project, thanked the phase organization and its program and technical manager, Mr. Aduma Yero Justos.
Last time in Sub-4, I think it was in the sub-county in advocacy. I told our people that we don't have any donor or any NGO, any CBO or support us in Uganda. Director, I want to thank you for that. This is a very big input to us as Uganda, and I am very much impressed about it.
The councillor representing people of Agai Town Council, Honorable Asia Bosco, who is also LC5 Vice Chairperson, asked the LC3 chairpersons of the 9 sub-counties to wholeheartedly embrace the project. He, however, criticized the people of Maracha district for having a negative mindset.
So my dear LC3s who are here, I'm calling upon you to take this as a serious project. If we have sons like this who are thinking about Maracha, some of the people who will change this in terms of money.
Maracha District Deputy RDC Koliba Monica Kotevo asked the LC3 chairpersons to be transparent in identifying the area in their sub-counties on which the project will be implemented. She appealed to the concerned stakeholders to do more sensitization so that the communities can volunteer to offer land for the project.
The LC3s, you have been charged with responsibility. You see, the matter of allocation of resources is always key. You see the chairman here talking, Chairman talk, and this is the same vibe you will enjoy when the people will be questioning you at LC3 level.
According to the statistics from Water Office Maracha, the district had access to safe water coverage at 86%, but it has drastically reduced to 72% because of operationalization and maintenance challenges of water sources and facilities in the district. Oraku Benson Pastore, Usuta Yusuf, West Nile Television Nilecast.
And more in our stories. Hundreds of mourners from the different parts of the country on the 22nd of April 2024 gathered at Greenlight Stadium, the home of Onduparaka Football Club in Arua City, to accord a decent send-off to the late Ejidra Samuel, commonly known as Samoa, from the famous Ozu brothers family. Farish Majid reports.
Hundreds of mourners from different parts of the country on the 22nd of April 2024 gathered at Greenlight Stadium, the home of Onduparaka Football Club in Arua City, to accord a decent send-off to Ejidra Samuel, commonly known as Samoa, from the famous Ozu brothers family. Samoa, with the support of family members, rose to fame with the establishment of Ozu Brothers Enterprise, which established itself as one of the outstanding business enterprises in the early 2000s, supplying Mukwano products in the entire West Nile sub-region and parts of the Democratic Republic of Congo and South Sudan. During his burial funeral at Onduparaka in Ivory Division, Arua City, on the 22nd of April 2024, Honorable Tiku Bernard, the former member of Parliament for Ivory Division, who also doubled as the chairperson organizing committee, praised the late as a compliant taxpayer.
We have so many businesses which are informal and unregistered. People are fearing to do that because the moment you formalize your business, then URA comes in and begins gauging, or they begin making assessment. How much do you earn? Whatever profit you earn, they want to tax it. That's where income tax comes in. So it makes many people to fear, but let Ejidra never feared, because there's also opportunity in terms of legalizing your business. Now, when he saw that opportunity, he legalized the business and brought the other brothers on board and formed what we now call Ozu Brothers Enterprises, a formal business, registered, and was paying taxes. And eventually, it made them to become the sole agency of Mukwano Industries products in West Nile, first of all in Arua, later on spread out in West Nile, and then across into DRC and South Sudan.
Prince Ochaya Vincent, the executive director of Kairaluru Kingdom, who was among the dignitaries who attended the funeral and one who had a working relation with the late, reflects on the profound memories.
Samoa, as the famous known as Samoa, was not only a businessman, he was someone that you can easily relate with. I did back into the early 2000s. Let me say about 1998 when I first saw him as a young man, and he was a very warm and welcoming person. That was through the introduction of the famous business of Two Brothers. Anyone wants to know someone will think about Two Brothers. And he grew in his professional businessman with so many helping hands. He built up very many professionals around him, very many family members around him, and very many friends around him. So for us, as people who have a legacy about him, is that he did all he had to do. And his part of the journey in life, he has achieved it all, for himself and for everyone else. And we shall greatly, greatly miss Samuel, because he left back some memories that we will never, never wipe in one day. And may his soul rest in eternal peace. Until we meet again, Samuel.
Similarly, Drateru Recho and his relate addresses him as a loving and a humorous person.
He was a very loving man, generous, and a funny man to be around. So I'm going to miss that funny bit of him, because he was always welcoming. So he has really left a place in our hearts, and may his soul rest in peace.
Meanwhile, Engineer Tio William Odar, a business associate who also doubles as the vice chairperson of the Arua City business community, remembers him for bringing consumable goods closer to the people in West Nile sub-region.
He's a very jolly man, always smiling, and even though something had annoyed him, he will still have reasons to smile. That is the bit I knew about him, a very jolly character whom we are missing. Above all, having brought consumable goods very closer to the heart of West Nile. The Kwano products, oil, salt, rice, everything that you knew, including plastic furniture. That is the sum of the missed. He really brought services nearer to people. In another word, I would say he decentralized essential consumable goods to the heart of West Nile.
Late Jida Samuel, commonly known as Samuel from the famous Ozu Brothers family, was born on the 10th of October 1967 to Ephraim Nguru and Irina Nyakuru, who were all deceased in the Denarua district. He died on the 16th of April 2024 from Nairobi in Kenya due to a liver infection that resulted into kidney failure, an illness he battled for a long period of time and was laid to rest in his ancestral home in Onduparaka Ivu Division. Farish Majid, West Nile TV, Nalkas.
Right time for the fans of sport to get closer to the TV. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. This is sports segment, and we are all aware that everyday stories continues to break in the world of sports. And no matter what I always give you is what is happening in the world of football. Remember, the season is almost getting closer. Right from local sports, you talk about the regional league, you talk about the big league, you mentioned StarTimes Uganda Premier League, and also with Z to Europe, you talk about all the top European leagues, even in Saudi Professional League. Season is almost getting done. But before we talk about what is transpired in European football, let's first take a look at what is happening within the country of Uganda. Let's discuss something about StarTimes Uganda Premier League, the top tier of Ugandan football. I can confirm to you yesterday there was a very big cracker between the team of Sports Club Villa and Soltino Play Stars, and they managed to play a 1-1 tie. Kakande secured a point for the team of Sports Club Villa, and after that draw, that means their chances of also winning StarTimes Uganda Premier League title this season is also very slim now. And as I talk right now, there is a game currently going on between Vipers and the team of Maroons. Briefly highlighting you with the top of the table. Right now, the team which is leading the table in StarTimes Uganda Premier League is Sports Club Vipers. They have not Sports Club Vipers. The team which is leading the table right now is the team of Bull. They have played 24 games. They have 46 points. Vipers comes to second position out of 23 games. They have 45 points. Third team on the log is Airtel Chitara, one of the newly promoted sides, doing very well. They are at number 3 out of the 24 games they have played. They have 44 points. And Sports Club Villa, that played the game yesterday, is sitting at number 4. They have something of around 42 points, and they have played 23 games. That is how the top of the table is looking like as far as Ugandan top tier league is concerned. Down in the relegation zone, teams like Busoga, UPDF, Gaddafi, these are the teams battling to see that they avoid relegation. Let's leave Ugandan football here. We jet to Europe. We talk about, in fact, before we talk about the game which is coming tonight between Chelsea and the team of Arsenal in London Derby, the biggest story which is today is all about Inter Milan winning what we call the Madonia Milan Derby up against AC Milan. They won the game yesterday night to see that they sealed the business of Scudetto, winning the Italian Serie A title, and they are now like Bayer Leverkusen. The business is only remaining in English Premier League. We talk about Spanish Primera Division, French Ligue 1, and it is the 20th time we are seeing the team of Inter Milan winning Italian Serie A title. You can say Scudetto. That is after securing it yesterday night up against AC Milan. And also, as I said yesterday, this coming Friday, if the Los Blancos will be in position to beat their arch rivals Real Sociedad, that means the business will also be done in Spanish Primera Division and also in French Ligue 1. If Paris Saint-Germain can be able to secure a win over Le Havre in French Ligue 1, automatically they will also be sealing the business in French Ligue 1. The battle still remains neck to neck in English Premier League, as we have seen teams like Arsenal, teams like Manchester City, teams like Liverpool still fighting for their fate. I can confirm to you the current season reminds me of what happened in 2014, where we saw the teams like Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea all fighting for their fate, but Chelsea lost it into the hands of Sunderland by then, and everything was disrupted for the team of Liverpool when they were beaten by the team of Chelsea, and it was Manchester City that won it by then. We are waiting to see what is going to transpire at the end of the season, whether it will go into the books of Gunners. Maybe Liverpool, Manchester City is actually the space everyone is waiting to see at the end of the season. That one brings us to what is coming tonight, as I said, the game between Arsenal and the team of Chelsea. This game is the Premier League. It's happened at Emirates Stadium, the own ground of the team of Arsenal. Right now, you look at the table, the team which is leading the table right now is the team of Arsenal with 74 points. Second on the log is the team of Liverpool, also with 74 points, but Arsenal is having superior goal difference compared to that one of Liverpool. Manchester City, they are at number 3 with 71, but with a match at hand because over the weekend they did not play their game because they had engagement in FA. We are waiting to see. The first leg of this encounter ended in a 2-2 tie between the two sides. We are waiting to see if it will go into the hands of Arsenal or Chelsea. Arsenal, they are fighting for the title. Meanwhile, Chelsea is fighting for European slot. They still have that chance of playing in Europe, either in Europa or in the team that comes from Greece at the domestic league. Right now, they are at number 4 with 66 points. 6 points clear ahead of the team of Spurs. As I had said earlier, the curtain is drawing also in African Champions League. It has a link up again tomorrow. I'll be in person to again feed you with what continues to transpire, what has already happened, what continues to transpire as far as sports is concerned. Not only football, sports at large.
Thank you always, Oracle Benson Pastore, for that sports news and that sports highlight. And that via marks the end of the NILEcast on West Nile Television. Thank you always, viewers, for taking the time to be with us from the beginning of the NILEcast to the end of the NILEcast on West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of